laying out letters. So, I pretty much laid out, at least for the letters on the top, as a grid, because I had to be able to square up the letters, okay, to be able to come up with the width of each letter, and then I'm having half-inch space. So this is the grid that I have laid out, and I'm putting the letters in using carbon paper, and some of the things, you want a straight line. If you have a straight line, then use a straight edge to get a straight line. Okay? And, with carbon paper, you have to press a little bit. Okay? That's normal. One of the things that, people go, well, I can't follow the line like that and press at the same time. Well, you can for a straight edge. Okay? But what I wind up having to do, because I can't press and follow the line either, so I wind up going a little back and forth as I go along, okay, to get these curves. Maybe I get out of the get out of the way of the camera, to go back and forth a little ways so I can press and get a good copy with the carbon paper. Same thing with these curves. Okay, because basically what I have to do, and I don't mind doing this, so I'm using brown paper. This will wind up being my cutting pattern, because brown paper, the fibers are a little longer in brown paper. They don't put the same stuff in brown as they do in white, to make it white. So when I cut this out and use it for my cutting pattern, because this will be copper foil, I will glue these patterns to the glass, and I'm going to work out my release lines and the cut lines and the break lines on the letters when I get that far. I'll get everything laid out. Basically, it's going to have a dogwood over here and a bird of paradise over here, and I still have to put Sue underneath, and I want that to be centered. So, and I can clean this up a little bit. So I have to make a copy of this whole thing on white paper so that I can send a picture to the client for their approval. Let's see if I got this correct here. Okay. So, and one of the things I always harp on, when you're using carbon paper, don't pull all your thumbtacks out until you're absolutely sure you've got all your lines in there. Yeah, I missed that one. See? If I pulled all the tacks out, I wouldn't have seen that until it was too late. And then trying to get it to line up, oh, that's crazy. I want to talk about aggravation. That is definitely aggravated. So, take out one and check. Ah, see? Missed that there. So, try that again. Missed it anyway. Am I carbon paper? See? So, like I say, I still have to lay out Sue. And then I'll know how much space I have over here for the dogwood and the bird of paradise. So, but this is at least how I lay out letters, regardless of what the size is. Amelia. Okay, that's how they spelled it. A-M-E-L-I-A. Amelia Sue. And see, I've used the drop-down letters. I like those. Now, when I get everything copied down here, then I will erase all of these lines and do my break lines, where it's going to come off of here. And I just don't do a straight line. I like to have a little curve going in, and see how this winds up, and a little curve going out. Instead of just having like a grid. Okay, so laying out letters, part 2. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.